have 1 million things to do after work today. It is going to be insane. I'm on my lunch break right now, so I thought I'd try to help myself later and prep some food for dinner. Because yes, I will be running around like crazy later, but I want to take a moment and have a good dinner for myself. I want to make some broccoli salad. I've been really craving this for a few weeks now, so I'm gonna make it. One of my aunts makes, or is it my uncle? Auntie Judy, who makes it. One of them makes this broccoli salad that they bring to a lot of family functions, and I always give her a hard time because they put red onion in it, and I hate onions, raw onions in anything. So I'm making it, I'm not putting onions in it, and take that. And later tonight, I saw this dish on Instagram a few days ago and decided I needed to have it. It's like a Greek chicken with little roasty potatoes. I don't even know, but I'll link it down below in the description so you can check it out and look at the recipe. But it sounded delicious. Even though it's kind of toasty today, I don't even care. I'm gonna use the oven. First, I wanna make the dressing and then I'm gonna toss the broccoli in. Seems simple enough. I'm sure there are measurements somewhere on the internet for this kind of salad. I am just not following any. I'm just gonna make it how I like it and we'll see how it goes. Mayonnaise, some white vinegar. This is actually very similar to the coleslaw dressing that I make. Actually, it's pretty much the same now that I think of it. All this I can adjust to if something doesn't feel right. Some white sugar, kosher salt, black pepper. Let's see. I'm gonna do some onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. Give it a mix. You can taste it for seasoning. Need some more sugar. Cranberries, some sunflower seeds. Pumpkin seeds would actually really be good in here too. Some broccoli florets. Actually, trim these down a little first. Whoops. I just got a big bag from Costco. You can also just get a crown of broccoli and split it up. I'm just taking some of them and trimming them down, and so they're not so big. I should have done this first, but you know, you live and you learn. Like this big pop of broccoli doesn't need to go in here, but these cute little babies do. And this is so not exact. If you need more, just make more dressing, or if it's too wet, just add more broccoli. I'm just gonna cover this with like some saran wrap, pop it in the fridge. Okay, lunch is over. Back to work I go. Okay, it's time to eat. I'm taking a break. I need to eat. I'm starving. My oven is preheating to 425. I've got my brazier here, something you can throw in the oven. Got some little taters that I've just quartered. These are little baby gulls. I couldn't find any tiny little ones, so I quartered these. And then I've just got a couple of, well, these were bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, but I deboned them because I'm not about the bone tonight, so these are boneless, skin-on. I wish that they sold this at the store like this because it would just be perfect. But no, I have to come in this kitchen, debone this chicken myself, butcher it like an animal, but whatever, whatever works. Got a neutral oil going on here. Now for my spices. She does call for a bunch of different ones, but I have to improvise. Some good kosher salt, a lot of it. These potatoes need seasoning. Brown pepper, doing some paprika, garlic powder, some onion powder. She uses thyme, oregano, cumin, and shawarma spices, but I don't have a lot of those individual ones. But I do have za'atar, which has the oregano and thyme in it, but it also has some sumac in there. And a lot of the versions does have the cumin in there. Sesame seeds, marjoram, cumin, coriander, stuff like that. So that's all I'm using. I'm gonna give all this a good toss. Make sure every bit of that seasoning is covering the potatoes and the chicken. I am not a potato person, and I'm really hoping that these get good and crunchy because I will rage. Not to be dramatic or anything. But they're being very highly roasted, so I imagine they will get a good crust on there. And that's that. I'm gonna throw it in my oven. I could not find the recipe breakdown to save my life. Some of it was in the Instagram caption, but not the amount of time to cook this. So I'm gonna start with 30 minutes, see where I am. It's a pretty hot oven, so I'm just gonna watch it. We'll see what happens. I'm just, you know, here prepping my lunch for tomorrow, and I realized that I forgot to put lemon zest into that chicken and potatoes, and I not be more disappointed in myself. And I don't want to take it out of the oven now because it's just like, you know, getting really good up into temperature, and I want that stuff to really roast. But let this be a lesson. Put the lemon in. Look at this. Can you hear that? This looks delicious actually. And those potatoes got real crispy. I'm gonna flip one over to see what it looks like. Oh, can you see that? This was in there for 30 minutes and she got real toasty. And these are pretty thin thighs, so I think we're good to go. Gosh, this smells so good. It would have smelled even better if I put lemon zest in here, but we're not gonna get into it. In her video, she did make like a tzatziki, which would actually be very good here because of the creamy element and all the good stuff, but I did not do that. So it's just chicken and taters. However, I did make my broccoli salad earlier. I'm gonna put some of that on here. I know the flavors aren't really jiving together, but it'll still taste good. Also, I don't know what's wrong with me lately, but I forgot to put bacon in here. There should be bacon in here. So make some bacon, crumble it up, put them in here when you make it. There's dinner. It's got a very tiny little crisp. I would have liked to have more, but the flavor is out of control. And they're so creamy inside. Ooh, I know this is gross to say. It kind of grosses me out when I say it, but chicken skin is one of my favorite things. It's so crunchy. Look at this snack right here. Oh, my goodness. Now for the best part, I have to take a bite of this chicken skin. Don't knock it until you try it. And very fast and easy too. You need to make it maybe with the tzatziki or some sort of aioli. A creamy element would be really good here. Speaking of, I need to try this broccoli. Yes, I am satisfied. Enjoy.